So cool. My name is Leslie Jackson. For those of you who do not know me, I am your regional tech trainer for KW Colorado, as well as a MAPS coach. Today, we're going to be discussing the KW Command app. So really just how to be more mobile on the go and giving yourself some tips and tricks and tools to use the app at a high level, at the same time helping your future self not forget things. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my phone. Let's see if I could just do phone mirroring today on my computer. Sometimes it's a little tricky using the mouse, and if that's the case, yeah, we'll do it from my phone. So hang tight. And we're going to share my phone via AirPlay. And we'll begin. While I am pulling up my phone to share the KW Command app, please use the chat box to ask questions or just go ahead and unmute yourself, okay? Everybody can see my phone okay? All right, that's my boy. KW, not Kelly. Hi, Kelly. All right, so KW Command app is the red app that looks like that with the white logo, okay? And if you don't have the KW Command app on your phone, you're going to head to your app store. So I'll just show you, for those who may be watching this recording, I have an app, an Apple phone. So I'm going to go to the app store on my phone and type in KW Command. And it's this one down below, the one that's red, KW Command app, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and click open. And for those of you who have your passwords handy, I have a password software that I use to save all of my passwords. You're going to log in with your KW login. So it's not an email, it's a KW login that you use on your dashboard, okay? So I'm signing in here now. All right, so with this kind of training, you have to have all eyes on my screen in order to know what I'm talking about. And if you are wanting to follow along with me too, by all means, pull up your phone along with me so that you could see what we're looking at together. All right. If not, that's okay. You can go back and find your login at a different time because this is being recorded. All right. So as you can see, this is actually the dashboard. So this is the dashboard of your app, of the Command desktop as well. There's some similarities, but very different layout, but yet we get to do the same thing. Now at the upper right-hand corner of the screen, you'll see Manage Layout. Do you see that? Now the really cool thing is, just like the desktop, I could rearrange things here so that when I look at my dashboard on my app, I know exactly what's happening. So right now I'm pushing up most active with my finger. So I'm dragging and dropping. I really want to see recently active because I find that those are the two top things that I like to view. And I like to know things like birthdays and anniversaries. Now, the only difference here with the KW Command app versus a desktop is this eye icon. If I don't want to see something, I'm going to actually click on it. So right now my profit share is closed out. As things are live, we're kind of emulating what happens on a Apple phone. Like if I wanted to delete an app on my Apple phone, they start kind of wiggling around. Very similar in that experience. Once I'm completed my things on my dashboard, by the way, I can take these things like tasks and rearrange them to be lower with my finger. All those dots on the left-hand side of each one, that allows me to move things up or down. So I'm actually want to see birthdays first. All right. So you guys get the idea. It's pretty intuitive. Click on the eye to show things, click on the eye to not show things. I'm going to click save. So as you can see, my dashboard has been rearranged. So now that I look at it based on what I did, my birthdays and anniversaries are at the very top. I want to see my recently active and my most active and my tasks down below and any opportunities at the very bottom. Now, take into consideration that at the very, very bottom of the screen, right below open opportunities, you'll see one widget hidden. So that basically tells you that I'm hiding something on my dashboard. If I wanted to go back up and rearrange, I would just click on Manage Layout. Anybody have any questions about this? And welcome everyone. I know you won't be able to see me while I do this demonstration, and that's okay. But if you have any questions, go ahead and jump in the chat and let me know if you do. All right, great. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to move forward. Now, check this out. If there was a number in birthdays, anniversaries, recently active, most active, leads never contact, tour requests, and client inquiries, if there was a number there and I clicked on one of those, it's actually going to take me directly to that list. So see how there's a number 12 and leads never contacted? If I click that, it's going to give me all those leads never contacted. Isn't that cool? So now when I click on the phone icon to go contact somebody, it's going to ask me, would you like to use your personal phone number or your WhatsApp number? Because I can call between both. So if I click on personal, it's going to prompt my phone to call that number right away. Now, the beautiful thing is if I just, let's see, I'm on Do Not Disturb. So if I call my phone number, after I'm done, it's going to say add activity. Would you like to add this call to Leslie Jackson's timeline? I'm going to say yes. My call type, my interaction type was a call. Today's date is the 22nd of May. I'm going to say no answer. And I'll say went straight to voicemail. Done. Safe. Now, this information gets directly added to Leslie Jackson's a contact card. So if I click on Leslie Jackson and I click on timeline at the top, there it is. At 11:11, Make-A-Wish, by the way, it went straight to voicemail. And I made that note. And now when I go back into my command desktop, it's all going to be there. Isn't that amazing? So when you think about lead generation and people to call, your recently active, your most active, and leads never contacted are really hot lists. There are no excuses to not call anyone, right? And especially on birthdays and anniversaries, like if I had all of my birthdays in for May, I would most likely see in the next 30 days between May and June that I might have a birthday. How did you get back out of that? Great question. Let's explore that together. So I went from leads never contacted. I was here. Then at the very, very bottom of my screen where it shows that home icon, lower left-hand corner, I'm going to select that and it brought me back to my dashboard. Got it. Cool. Great question. Is there a way to switch to Command MC from my phone? That's a great question. If you're in Command MC actually, I believe, doesn't have the app capabilities yet. Actually, I know it doesn't have the app capabilities yet. Will there be one day? Maybe. Go to ideas.kw.com to vote that up. Ideas.kw.com. I'll put this in the chat too. Ideas.kw.com is great because that's how all of our tech is being built based on what you all need as agents, because we are agent centric. We always want to know what works best in your world. And our tech team and our technology is built to receive any kind of implementation, functionalities that the tech team can do. And that's why KW is so amazing. I believe we're our only technology that can do this. So pretty cool stuff. All right, moving on. Now that we have discovered and kind of managed and rearranged our dashboard, I want to point out recently active and most active. The most active and the recently active widgets are incredible pieces of data points for you to know who to call. Now, these data points are coming back from, are all steering back from when you last spoke with somebody or communicated with them, whether that was text, email, or phone call. This also grabs data points around smart plans. So perhaps you're setting smart plans up and specifically around, like, let's just say the monthly neighborhood nurture or the biweekly neighborhood nurture. When somebody starts looking actively and clicking around on either your website, the monthly neighborhood nurture, your app or your home search app, all of that information gets piled up in the background. Our optimization with AI pulls up a list of people who are most active in the last 7 days. The recently active does the same, and yet it is going to provide similar data points overall, not just in the last 7 days. Make sense? So I'm going to go ahead and click on most active, and now it's going to give me the most active. There I am. I'm going to go ahead and click on Leslie and look at the timeline. So it looks like there was an email sent. Cool. There's some calendar invites. Oh, there was an agent site logged in. So it looks like Leslie logged in to my website. Oh, look, check this out. There was a home valuation request by Leslie. Now, the really cool thing is you can see everything that is occurring, and I can click on AI summary, which is brand new, by the way. And the AI summary will provide a summary of what this person is up to. Leslie Jackson, following up on a client's August 29, 2024 inquiry regarding 1655 South Marion, Denver, Colorado, 80210. I mean, this information is very specific. So not only does the AI summary give me information in the past 5 data points, but it gives me an overall arcing view of where this person has been. In 2024, in October, she was looking at a specific listing. This gives you so much more information now to have a conversation with this person. So it's really important to use smart plans. I'm just going to say it, right? Like, that's how we stay connected to our people, but we have the best technology to provide a summary of what they're up to. Now, the AI summary, again, is brand new. It's powered by our AI generator, Quick, and it's based on 5 data points. So you have to have at least 5 data points on one person in order to get a summary. It includes all of it: email, text messages, smart plans, clicks, all the things that you could think of that a client could do or a potential prospect could do. So at the very top of the screen, I'm going to arrow back. See where it says Leslie Jackson and the arrow to the left? I'm going to click on that arrow and it's going to bring me back to most active. I'm going to click on that left arrow again. It's going to bring me back to my dashboard. Now, pay attention to your dashboard. If anything, this is providing rich data for you to find a hot list of people to call. And it provides information like tasks that are due. It also provides your pipeline, how many you have in cultivate, appointment, active, and under contract. This is so key. In fact, if you're not using the KW Command app, and I would give you a lot of, I would suggest rather, to just place a new habit in your calendar. Maybe it's 5 minutes a day, pick up my KW Command app. So you start building that muscle memory to check in the KW Command app, because I feel like it's totally forgotten. Leah, you said you get a ton of WhatsApp numbers on these. Should I be connecting with those? Sure. Why not? You got everything to lose, everything to gain and nothing to lose. All right. Down below, you'll see a bell. You'll see 52 on mine. Ooh, I got 52 notifications. Now, it's going to give me a summary of all those notifications. What has happened in the past? I've got people emailing me. I've got people logging into my site. I've got replies from emails. I've got a database scan. This is going to give me all kinds of rich information based on what I'm up to in Command and what my people are up to in Command. Okay. I can also scroll all the way back to the top and click on all notifications. I can search by admin, associates, campaigns, command email, consumer, contacts. So these notifications would be in conjunction to any of these experiences. I could also say mark all as read, which I'm going to do because 52 is kind of driving me nuts. So I'm going to say confirm. Boom, I'm cleaned out. Next tab over, you'll see read. Now this is going to show me what I've read on all of my notifications. So it looks like I've been able to filter through all of these. I'm going to say delete all, clear those out. And now I'm ready to go. So anything that does come up that will be brand new, I should be paying attention to. So again, home screen, lower left-hand corner of the dashboard. I like to always come back here because I find that this is like home base. We've so far covered these widgets like most active or recently active, birthdays, anniversaries, tasks. Let's go check out tasks together. So I'm going to go ahead and say due soon. And it looks like it says send value email to Eric. Looks like Eric is on our call too. Oh, that's cool. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to say complete. And by here, I say, see these 3 dots on the right-hand side of my screen? I click here and say complete. There it is. So dashboard brings me back. I'm going to go to past due. And the really cool thing with this now is that I could select multiple or I could select all 50. So I'll do that again. Upper right-hand corner of my screen, it says select multiple, or I can select all of them. I can down below reschedule, or I can archive. I'm going to archive these because they're kind of driving me nuts. I've had a ton of them show up. Okay. Now, the really cool thing too is if I select multiple, let's just do this as a demonstration. I can click reschedule, bottom of the screen. I could say change priority. I'm going to select multiple again and hit reschedule. And then I'll select a different due date, which will be the 26th. Confirm. Save. So that's how you can reschedule, archive, and bulk select all tasks. All right, I'm going to stop there because I've been talking a lot. I see, how are these persons contacting you, website or email? It's both, Kim. So it's like, it could be a series of emails, text messages, home search app, logins, all these other things, right? That we all these other ways that we can communicate with a lead or a prospect. So I encourage you to go and look at the contact card and look at the timeline and use that AI summary too to help you understand fully what's present with that person. All right, home screen. Here we go back to our dashboard. Lower bottom of my screen, right next to the home screen, you'll see that person icon. I'm going to click there. And now you'll see all of my contacts. The other thing that you'll see is smart views. So let's start with search. It's omnipresent, which means I can search for anything and everything with my contact records. I can search with an L to see what starts with L. I could search a specific name. I could search a last name. I could search an email address. Right? So the list goes on. Now, smart views, you'll notice that it says leads never contacted. Pay attention to that because that's why I'm not getting any of my information. So down below, you'll see all contacts. By the way, smart views, if you're brand new to Keller Williams, that means groups of people. And you could do that inside command. Okay. And that's like searching by a tag and saving specific groups of people. So for example, if I had a lot of open house leads and I tag them open house leads, I could save those open house leads as a group while creating a smart view. No, so that's what a smart view is. Contacts. So I'll click on filters. Let's just kind of see how this goes. I'll sort by, I could sort by name or I could sort by order. I'm going to sort by tags. So we'll say fake contacts. Oh, I don't have tags on my fake contacts. Let's do CYC tag. That's my command classes. And then I'll click out. No, we'll start that again. Filters, tags. Apply. Cool. So now I can click on any of these people to communicate with them, whether that's phone, message, or email. And the areas that are grayed out, you'll see like some phone numbers are grayed out, is because I don't have their phone number. Same with messaging. If I don't have their message, if I don't have a way to message them, it's because they don't have a phone number. But if they have an email, that's what that email icon is. So let's go click on Adam, and it will pull me up right into my experience of my email from my phone, which is pretty cool. Okay. All right. Oops. Let's go back. Now let's check this out. It says, would you like me to add activity? Because I tried emailing Adam. Email Adam, test, save. Timeline added to Adam. Now go back to Adam. We'll go to timeline. There it is. I tried to email him. See how this all makes sense? All right. Now, if I go to smart views are, like I mentioned, all the people that I saved as groups. So that's why you see a really, really, really long list of mine. That was all created in command. Okay. Great. If I click on this plus button, I can also add new contacts. And I'll do that again, lower bottom of my screen. See that blue plus button? Lower right-hand corner of my screen. I'll click on that plus button and I can actually add a contact in that way. So that's how you can add contacts on the go. So if you meet somebody at an open house, they fill out their information, and you're like, oh my gosh, I do not want to lose this piece of paper. And you have time to add all their information in. By the way, hopefully you're using the digital open house lead capture form through your website. That's the difference. If there's a different class for that. And yet, if you're still using paper, this is a great way to add leads. Cool. So all that information gets back into command. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You just fill in all the information that you see here and then click save. All right. Based on time, I want to make sure that we go through smart plans, because you can add smart plans from here, which is super cool. So let's go back to my contact record. We discussed timeline. Opportunities, it will show all the opportunities that I have done with this person. Opportunities can also be created by clicking on the plus button and adding an opportunity type from here. So no excuses. You're like, man, I need to go add that transaction. You could do it from your phone. It's pretty sweet. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. Fill out the information. Smart plans. We could click on that plus button to add a smart plan. Now, all of my smart plans that you see are the smart plans that I've created in my personal library. You'll never see a smart plan from the KW library because you have to go download a smart plan from the command desktop in order to start using smart plans. Okay. So let's just do monthly neighborhood nurture. I'm going to go search for that there. Oh, monthly neighborhood nurture. And it says, would you like to start today? Or would you like to start on a specific date? I'm going to start tomorrow. I have read the TCPA disclaimer. I'm going to hit confirm. Cool. So now Leslie is on a, let's go back. Leslie is on a monthly neighborhood nurture. And what happens with a monthly neighborhood nurture is, as you can see, there are these neighborhoods in my contact card. These neighborhoods are in conjunction with my information that I have in my home address and my mailing address. The home address and the mailing address will automatically add neighborhoods to the contact record, and yet it will not automatically set up the monthly neighborhood nurture smart plan. So that is the next step for you, is to say, all right, I have somebody's address. It looks like those are the surrounding neighborhoods. I can also add or remove them. So if I click on add or remove, so I'm looking at the neighborhood section here, see where it says add/remove. I'm going to select that, and it's going to provide a map of where all of those neighborhoods are, which is amazing. And then left-hand side of each neighborhood, see that minus button? If I click that, it's going to take them off. Cool. Now, the really cool thing is there are suggested neighborhoods down below. And yet if I wanted to go search for a neighborhood, I could. And I could just add from there. Add. Click save. So now her monthly neighborhood nurture is going to be based on these neighborhoods. Pretty cool, right? Now, some of you might be thinking, well, I don't have addresses for everyone. That's okay. You don't have to have an address for everyone, which is amazing. The really cool thing about this, you guys, is that you get to go add, let's go back to my contact, a location in their address. So see where it says home address? I can add a different home address if I wanted to. So upper right-hand corner of the screen, see those 3 dots? Very upper right-hand corner, 3 dots. I'm going to select those 3 dots and I'm going to say edit this contact record. And now I get to add a different address. So let's pretend I want to just add a location because you don't have their information, like their exact home address. So I'll say Highlands Ranch, Colorado. I'll click save. Let's just pick a zip code in Highlands Ranch. Save. And oh, this is a new experience. So with this being said, what you could do is actually just go grab somebody's address, and yet on the desktop experience, you don't have to have an address, interestingly enough. Okay, so I'm just going to type in Highlands Ranch, Colorado again as a general address. No, yeah, it won't let me. Okay, so food for thought. Go grab a address somewhere in Highlands Ranch to place here just as a pinpoint, or go on the desktop command and just add in their city, and it will capture a few general neighborhoods in that location. So I'm going to close out. All right. So upper right-hand side of the screen, we've been through timelines, opportunities, smart plans, and notes. I can simply select, again, that plus button and add a note. Thinking about moving soon. Where to? Highlands Ranch Country Club. Okay. Tasks. Same thing. If I click on task, I can actually use that plus button to create a specific task on this person. Now we've updated the task experience just recently in Command and Command app. The really cool thing is that we can make tasks now repeating, just like we can do with an event in a Google Calendar. So today is the 22nd, as you can see. So due date would be the 22nd. If I wanted this to repeat, I click on that drop down and it provides that option. Weekly on Thursday, so it's automatically capturing that today is a Thursday. Monthly on the 22nd, yearly on the 22nd, or a custom repeat event. So if I click on custom, It's a very similar experience to Google Calendar. If I did a custom repeat, I could select the repeated events with my finger. I can actually give it an end date or after a number of occurrences. I could also give it maybe a bi-weekly update every 2 weeks. So a lot of really cool updates with tasks that we just implemented recently in Command. That is also showing up in your Command mobile app. Pretty cool, huh? All right. So you guys all seem very smart because I could see you quietly looking at my phone and you're asking me questions. Thank you, Leah. Okay, so I changed to a 2 with my answer. I didn't know I could do all this. I love that. I love that you're increasing knowledge. Yay. We went from a 1 to a 2 in today's class. That's great. All right, I'm going to go back to the home screen and then just show you at the lower bottom corner of my screen, you'll see that there we went from the person icon, now this check mark and the little circle with the lines icon. This is your task applet in Command. So very similar to what we see in Command for that task applet, everything is going to be living here. I can look by what kind of call tasks I have or text tasks I have. Now, text tasks, say that 10 times fast, are manual texting reminders. If you have Twilio, texting can be manual and also automatic from your Twilio number. I just recently took off my Twilio subscription because I just wasn't using it. Hey, it was only $5 a month, but still, I just not using text in my business right now. So if you want to sign up for Twilio, you're going to go sign up. You're going to go sign up in the Command settings on your desktop inside Command. Okay. All right. Lower bottom of the screen, we went through notifications. And the last part here to summarize our course today is the 3 lines on the lower right-hand corner of my screen. You'll see opportunities, map, quick. So there's that AI experience that I was telling you about. Command training and notification preferences. The notification preferences is a huge one to make sure you look at because if I click on that, it will give me a way to have Command provide me notifications on specific things that I want to pay attention to or things that I don't want to pay attention to. So make sure that you're informed about what kind of notifications are coming in right now and go ahead and turn some on or off because it gets annoying to me because I'm like, I got 92 tasks. Maybe I need to go turn that off, right? Because I'm a trainer and a coach. I'm not managing tasks with all these things. All right, so lower bottom corner of my screen, I'm going to select those 3 lines again. I'm going to select quick. Now, ta-da, this is amazing. Brand new update in the KW Command app and Command. We are now integrating AI and we've created our own AI generator inside our tech. Now, this AI generator is specifically for real estate. So you can't go ask it questions about any other industry, okay? This is specific to real estate. You can, however, ask it anything about the MREA. You could ask it how to help you create a Facebook post for a real estate post on your socials. You can ask it how to hold a 7th level open house. You can ask it how to lead generate as a real estate agent. You could ask it anything and everything that you need help with in your business. You could even ask it to tell you what to do in order to succeed in your real estate business, right? Maybe you're a PC coach. Maybe you're like, hey, I'm a PC coach. How do I motivate the agents that are coming to my classes, right? Or our meetings. Cool. All right. So I love it because it gives me options like what number should I track in my business? Now at the very top of the screen, it gives you those ideas. At the bottom of the screen, it says ask a question. Help me write a social media post about homes for sale in Denver. Right. Give it time thinking. It's thinking. This is the moment where live demos become interesting. And it's okay if it doesn't generate right away. But I encourage you to use it, utilize it, play around with it, right? It could be that I have to close out of it and start over. That's okay. All right. Yeah, we're just going to move on. Cool. Thanks, Quick. Let's say, what number should I track in my business? And this could be a tech. Maybe we could create a tech ticket to get together. Maybe Quick is on a lunch break. Could be. All right. Well, no such luck with Quick right now. And yet I'm going to go ahead and click on map. This is where I am. Probably not great for YouTube to show that, but the really cool thing is it provides those neighborhoods around my area. And I could share the neighborhood. So if you're a consumer and you have this map and you're like, man, I want to share these two neighborhoods to my people, I can do that by clicking on share neighborhoods and messaging people right off the bat via text. Cool. All right. And yet we have the Home Search KW app for more of that, searching for homes and list of homes and things like that. So this is all agent facing. All right. I heard that somebody moved from a 1 to a 2 today. So that was a success. Anybody else? Bottom of the screen, Kim, lower right-hand corner with those 3 lines, it says opportunities, map, quick, command, training. All right. How did I do?
Leslie, I moved from a 6 to a 2 because I thought I knew what I was doing. So I actually went backwards a little bit, but that's okay.
Wait, you went backwards? How do you move backwards?
Well, because I thought that I knew more about the app than I
Oh,
did. So now I'm like, oh, I haven't been utilizing it to the most of its ability. So these classes are so helpful. I can't believe there's only 7 of us on here. But amazing. I've learned
Thank you
so much. So thank you. Thank you for all you do.
Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. Thank you for being here.